So I finished off my garage, completely emptied it out. It used to be you couldn't even walk through here. That took a while. So anyways, I was debating what to do for workbenches and cabinets up on top. And see, I haven't done anything about cabinets yet. Workbenches, I looked at like the Gladiator stuff online. There's a whole bunch of companies that make workbenches and cabinets for garages and shops. They're all kind of pricey, and I really didn't quite find anything that I was looking for. So anyways, I built some of these. Number one criterion was I wanted it to be able to roll so I could move things around. I put a bunch of outlets in the garage. There's like 12 of them, including some in the ceiling. So I can plug things, corded equipment in. For dimensions, I went with 2 by 6. And I've started to build some shorter ones, 2 by 4. And the reason I went with those dimensions was if you go to a lumber yard, 4 by 8 sheet of plywood, you want to bring it home, I just have a car. So anyways, I can fit a 2 by 6 sheet of plywood in the car. I can't fit a 4 by 8. So what I had him do was cut off a 2 by 4 piece off the end and rip the remainder into 2 by 6 pieces. I was able to put all that right in my car. The tops and the bottom here is 1/2 inch plywood. Down here on the sides, this is 1/4 inch plywood, I believe, maybe 3/8. These, I thought about going with like hinged doors. Really didn't want to invest the time and money into it. So I thought I'd go super simple and work with just panels that slide and come out. This one doesn't have a shelf in it, so I put a 2 by 4 up on top to help hold the doors so that they don't push in. This guy right here has a shelf in it. Ended up doing for that was taking some bed frames, pulling the rails off, so I had some angle iron. I cut those to length, and I notched the 2 by 4s here so that it's inset into the 2 by 4. And if you put a notch on the top of it so that it kind of like tucks in there, it can't come back out then as long as you have a shelf in here and it's pressing out on the sides. If you pull the shelf up, then you can just push the rail in, it twists up and comes right out again. The ends on these, similar design, they come out. You can gain access to all 4 sides depending on what you're doing and what you want to do. Mostly the reason I wanted the sides was to keep, if I have sawing and things like that, or there's just dirt from the wind coming in, I didn't want all my tools to be coated with sawdust and dirt all the time. So if I put doors around all the way, it pretty much protects everything inside from getting all dusty and dirty. Another thing to point out here is I varied the design a little bit. This one has a 2 by 4 on the bottom that the casters are mounted to. It gives it a little bit more ground clearance, so if I'm pushing this along and there's like a hump or something, it's going to have more clearance to get over it. My doorway into the basement, there's like a metal rail there that it has to go up and over. It's a couple inches high. And that way these will slide right in there, no problem. The deficiency is you lose 1.5 inches of height here, so when you're putting things in, you have 1.5 inches less. This one right here, the casters are mounted directly to the base. With this upright here, there's still plenty of room for the lag screws to mount into, so these are still plenty strong. They are a little bit lower to the ground, but I do get an extra 1.5 inches here to put things in. One of the things you may note too is this one, I just put one 2 by 4 in each corner. whereas this one has two 2x4s in each corner. I kind of felt that this one, being a bigger bench, weight was already kind of right up there, whereas the smaller ones, I wanted to try to keep them a little bit lighter to make them roll easier. I also really didn't think that didn't need that much strength in the up and down phase here. I don't think they're really going to move that much. You do get a little bit more side to side. You'll notice that these, I turned them 90 degrees between the two sides, so that there should be a little bit more. And as it is, it's a really stable unit. It's not going to go anyplace. One of the reasons I built these the way I did is I wanted to be able to clamp things to them for my assemblies. What I can do here, put my clamp down, and then I can clamp everything in place the way I want it, square everything up nicely, go ahead and screw stuff together, and it's not going anyplace. As far as finishing, this one here isn't finished yet because I'm not quite done. As you can tell, I still have to cut a couple of door panels. This one right here is getting finished. I mean, it's kind of like any workbench, I guess you're kind of working on it. The wood surfaces, the frame, are linseed oil, whereas the doors are just a flat black exterior latex that I happen to have some extra of. This one I'm pretty certain I'll use the same because I've got more of the finish. This one I did put a quick release vise on the end of it. These are pretty cool. You can crank it. This is brand new, so it's still kind of rough, but you can just pull it and push it. Go in too. So you can real quickly clamp a piece of stock in, tighten it up, and work on it. I did end up putting some cross pieces. There's a 2x4 that goes right underneath it here like this. You can see there's two screw holes here, and I put one in the center to help hold it. That really stiffens up the 1/2-inch plywood. I thought I would put even thicker. I would put another piece of plywood on top of that, potentially glue them together to get a really stiff surface. These surfaces are already pretty stiff, so I don't know if I'm going to bother with that or not. I did end up putting those in the bottom too, just so that if I put heavy things on there, the plywood won't be warping. The one on the top here, I didn't put any supports in. Potentially I could cut some extra ends off the rails and notch the ends and just slide them in there, and that would give me some support on these too, where it wouldn't take away much height or anything. So yeah, I haven't seen any designs quite like this, so I thought I would do a video on it. Have a good day.